Good evening and welcome to the Game of the Week on the Valley Channel. Eric Olson along with you as we are in Smithfield at Skyview High School. The shadows lengthening across the field here ahead of a huge game in Region 11. The outright lead for the region race on the line tonight as number 1 Ridgeline visits Skyview. Ridgeline comes into this ballgame 6-0, 3-0 in the region. Skyview 4-2. Winners of 4 in a row, and they're also 3-0 in this region. Ridgeline, the top offense and the top defense in 4A. 48 points per game offensively. 4.5 points per game giving up defensively. 55 points a game in region play and only giving up 3 for Ridgeline. Skyview, on the other hand, right top third in 4A, 10th in both offense and defense, 29.5 points. That's crazy when 29.5 points get you 10th offensively, giving up just under 21 points per game. They score 34 points in region, give up 14 in region play. The captains are out on the field, shaking hands, getting ready for the coin toss. Of course, we saw Skyview beat Green Canyon last week, 30-19. Xander Stokes returned from injury, 28 carries, 124 yards, and a touchdown. Jack Clark, 20 for 26, 286 yards through the air, and 3 touchdowns. Zach Oxborough with a big game, receiving 7 catches, 145 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Ridgeline, meanwhile, put 70 points on Deseret Peak. Their back-to-back games where they've scored 70 points. They put up 70 against Tooele, 70 against Deseret Peak, and they did it last week against Deseret Peak without Graham Livingston, the BYU commit, out with a boot on his foot last week, dinged up in practice, but he's warming up tonight. He's dressed tonight, and he is ready to play. Number 4 in receiving touchdowns, number 1 in receiving yards in 4A. Is Graham Livingston. There are D1 recruits all over the field tonight on both sides of the ball. Of course, we just talked about Livingston. Crew Jones being recruited all over the country for Ridgeline. He and a couple of his running mates are in the top 5 in sacks defensively in 4A. everybody knows about Ridgeline's offense, but defensively, they're a unit. 2 defensive touchdowns last week in that 70-point win at Deseret Peak. Ridgeline will get the ball to start as we get set to kick off. Welcome to Skyview High School in Smithfield. Ridgeline visiting Skyview in a pair of undefeated region teams, both teams 3-0 here on the Game of the Week. I'm Eric Olson. Thanks for joining us for this ball game. Ridgeline with a unstoppable offense going against the Skyview team with a pretty nasty front 7 defensively. Skyview is going to be kicking off to the south. This one's going to get into the end zone, and Ridgeline will start things offensively. Nate Daly leading the way, 97-137, 70% clip for Daly, the senior, 1,596 yards. That's just under 16.5 per completion. 18 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. His numbers would be bigger, but he spent a lot of second half sitting on the bench because his teams have been ahead so much. They're giving up 4 points per game and averaging 48. They're winning by an average of 44 points per game. Daly, the quarterback, West, Perry, Fia all get a shot at running back. I believe that's Fia behind Daly as they send Livingston in motion. Here's the handoff to Fia. Pops it outside, has a lot of room. Right off the bat, Ridgeline grinding out some yards up near midfield. Finally run out of bounds at about the 47-yard line. A 27-yard gain on first down for Fia. Fia is their leading rusher, 42 carries, 333 yards, 7.9 yards per carry, 3 touchdowns, 17 touchdowns on the ground for this Ridgeline offense, 19 through the air. That's pretty balanced. Livingston split to this side. Cooper Karen will draw the assignment. He's up in his face. Turn and give on the little fly sweep coming around the corners. Brady Cook. Cook met at midfield and dropped down after a gain of 3.
Cook on the carry. Brought down by number 30, Brandon Erickson. Getting a 3 on the play. 2nd down and 7 for the Riverhawks from midfield.
We talk about Ridgeline. Satili Palmer is committed to Idaho State. Gavin Reed on that defensive line, playing nose right now, number 55. 2 in motion. Knighton and Jones. Knighton comes back. Now they take Livingston in motion and give to Fia. Run him off that right side again of the offensive line. He's across the 40 down to the 39, and a pickup of 11 and another first down. Fia, 2 carries, 38 yards. His first carry of the game, of course, went for 27.
First down. 1st and 10 from the Bobcats.
Now 4 down linemen for the Bobcats. Fake the give to Fia. Daly rolling near side, throwing underneath to Livingston. He comes back for it.
Daly's pass is complete to number 11.
Pushed out of bounds after a gain of 7.
Down by number 1, Cooper Karen.
Cooper Karen, he's a good defensive back, and he's got his hands full tonight with 11. Senior on senior. Karen's going to stay to this side now. It's Crew Jones split wide. Fia and Livingston all on the same side. 2 receivers to the far side. Daly all alone in the backfield. 3-man rush. 8 will drop. Livingston tries to get free downfield. Doesn't do it, so Daly takes off. Flag comes in late as Daly runs out of bounds at about the 25. Gain of 7. Let's see what the flag is. It's at the 26. Now they push it, move it back to about the 28. The white hat says an illegal block in the back against Ridgeline.
Against the Riverhawks.
So instead of a first down and another set of downs for Ridgeline, they're going to be backed up.
10 yards from the
It'll be second and 9, so it's a 10-yard penalty from the point of the foul.
Second down and 9.
Coach Travis Cox in year 6 here at Ridgeline. We're going to talk about what he's done in those 6 years a little bit later on. Suffice it to say, it's been impressive. Dally with Fia in the backfield, hands it to him. Boy, they found something they really like off the right side. There's Fia wending his way down inside the 10-yard line.
Fia on the carry, brought down by number 30.
29 yards for Fia.
Getting a 30 on the play.
67 yards on 3 carries for Fia.
First and goal for the Riverhawks.
First and goal, Ridgeline. We've played 2 minutes and 3 seconds of this ball game. And Ridgeline knocking at the door. 3 huge runs on the off the left side of that defense. The offense is right. See if they attack it again as they send Cook in motion. They do attack it again. Fia stays on his feet into the end zone. Touchdown, Ridgeline.
Fia on the carry. That results in a Riverhawk touchdown.
9 yards on the carry. 80-yard drive capped off by the 9-yard touchdown run for Fia. 76 yards on 4 carries on this first opening drive for Fia. 7 yards on a catch to Livingston, the only air yardage, and of course a penalty in between there.
On the kick, the PAT, number 26, Josh West. Holding.
Kicks blocked. 6-0, your score. Ridgeline strikes first. Big game, big deals. KSM Music in Logan always has great specials deals on guitars, keyboards, band instruments. Whether you're just starting out or a seasoned player, stop by KSM Music and save today. KSM Music, a Game of the Week sponsor. In other games going on tonight of interest, Region 11, Bear Rivers at Green Canyon just down the road. Mountain Crest at Deseret Peak. Stansbury's at Tooele. Homecoming out there at Tooele. And Logan is at Union. They kicked off at 6 o'clock at halftime. Logan was leading Union 10-0. So Logan with the win last week to open region play, looking to go 2-0 in region play are the Grizzlies after winning their first and then losing 4 in a row. This one fielded by Ballard. Breaks through the first line of tacklers and gets out to the 30-yard line. He ticks at about 25 yards, and that's where Jack Clark and the Bobcats will start. Clark, 136 of 220. That's 62%, 1,700 yards for Jack Clark. 12.5 per completion, 17 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. Clark, number 3 in 4A in passing touchdowns, number 2 in 4A in passing yardage. Had a big game last week against Green Canyon. Able to put up 30 points against a pretty good defensive squad. Probably hasn't seen a defense like this one this season. 5 yards for Ballard before he's smacked.
Number 17, Joseph Campbell.
Looked like Hunter Knighton was there. The Bobcats go in a hurry.
Getting 4 on the play, 2nd down and 6 for the Bobcats.
Clark's got Stokes behind him. Of course, he had a big game last week. They just kept pounding with him. He'd get short yardage, then he'd break one. Here's the swing outside again to Ballard. Ballard, before he's unceremoniously dumped. It's a gain of 5.
Gain of 5 on the play, brings up 3rd down and 1 for the Bobcats.
3rd and 1. Give it to Stokes. Stokes puts his head down. He's right at the sticks. Depends on the mark.
Number 22,
first down. Stokes needed 1. He got 2.
Brought down by number 3, Nathan Richards. Gain of 1 on the play. That results in the Skyview.
Bobcats playing with tempo, as they usually do. Stokes is going to swing out this way. He'll stand as the safety valve, and coming off of his break was Zach Oxborough, and Oxborough looked up and the ball was there, and it falls incomplete.
Second down and 10 for the Bobcats.
Second and 10, and the Bobcats now behind the sticks. 8.5 to play in this first quarter. 6-0 Ridgeline. 80-yard touchdown drive by the Riverhawks. PAT no good. Give to Stokes, looking for an opening. There's none. He had a linebacker in his lap. It was Grohl.
No gain on the play.
And he did good to get back to the line of scrimmage. Third and 10. Stokes in the backfield. Spread formation. Ridgeline, 6 guys, 7 up at the line of scrimmage. And now a flag as the Ridgeline defense all pointing at one of the offensive players. And the umpire throws the flag, and here's the call.
Called start against the Bobcats.
5 yards.
5-yard penalty.
Assessed against the Bobcats. And they'll step to the line now looking at 3rd and 15.
Brings up 3rd and 15 from the Bobcat 36-yard line.
Five up now for Ridgeline. They're going to send 4. Clark looking up top for Oxborough. Has to climb the ladder, and he makes the catch over the back of Jefferson Woodland.
Pass is complete to number 3, Zach Oxborough. On the defense to the Riverhawks. Number 4, Jefferson Woodland.
23 yards.
Gain of 21 on the play. That results in a Skyview. 1st and 10 for the Bobcats.
The Bobcats pick up the first down on 3rd and long, and they're in Ridgeline territory. And Crew Jones catches Stokes and says, "Come here." Puts him on his back on a 2-yard loss.
Crew Jones lost a 2 on the play. 2nd down and 12 for the Bobcats.
Well, last week we saw Stokes get some carries for very short yardage. Didn't really lose yardage, and then he would rip off a big one here and there. He's the kind of back that they just keep pounding him at you. Clark steps up, looking for somewhere to throw it. He finds Stokes. Stokes gets it right in the chest, stays on his feet inside the 30.
Pass is complete to number 22, Xander Stokes.
18 yards and another first down.
For the Riverhawks. Gain of 15 on the play. That results in another Skyview. First and 10 for the Bobcats from the Riverhawks. 47-yard line.
Carlson in motion. Fake the give. The quick hitter over the middle, and it's off the hands of the intended receiver Ballard. He was planted by Richards as soon as he caught it. And I'm sure Ballard had liked that one back. 2nd and 10. Clark's second incompletion. He's 4 of 6 for 50 yards. 6:18 to play in the first quarter. 6-0 Ridgeline. Skyview on the move. Fake it to Stokes. Another quick hitter, and he throws inside. Ballard had kind of sat down, and he couldn't get inside. The defensive back had set up inside position, and Clark lucky he didn't throw a pick. So another 3rd down for Skyview. Clark now has missed on his last 2.
Number 17, Joseph Campbell.
And they're in a passing situation. 7 men up for Ridgeline. They bring 3 and drop 8. Clark in trouble. Down he goes. Nathan Richards with the sack.
Is sacked by number 3, Nathan Richards.
Loss of 7. Ridgeline was sack number 27 on the season.
Loss of 7 on the play. Brings up 4th down and 17.
Carlson comes out
for the Bobcats
to set up a 51-yard field goal. Carlson's got the leg for this. Has he drank enough Amen fluid? Let's see. Drives this one. It's going to fall Short and wide to the left.
Carlson's kick is no good.
You have to get into him low, and he tries to drive it through and get some points. And Skyview comes up empty after giving up the third down sack. And Ridgeline takes over.
1st and 10 for the Riverhawks, starting from their own 20-yard line.
And here's the thing, that's a calculated risk, right? If you miss, it's not like you're giving the ball up. And it's not like the NFL, you give the ball up where you missed it from. The ball goes down to the 20-yard line. You don't have to worry about a return on a punt or something. And so as long as you don't get it blocked, you're in good shape. Ridgeline, with a 6-0 lead and 5:23 to play in the first quarter, gets the ball back. Dally sends 2 in motion. They come to this side. Now Livingston back the other way. A lot of window dressing there to turn and hand it to Fiafia, who's just feasting off the left side of that Skyview defense. I mean, feasting. Pigs get fat, hogs get slaughtered. There might be bacon at the end of this one. 13 yards.
Gain of 13 on the play. That results in a Riverhawk
14 yards on this one. He's up to 90 yards on 5 carries in the first quarter. Now they're going to spread Fiafia out wide to this near side. Five receivers for Dally. Let's see if they go up top. Dally looking, instead goes underneath. Ball's free. Are they going to say he was down? It looked like he was down. The ball came free. It looked like to me the receiver was down, but I'm a long way away.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by
4 yards. And the ball stays with the Riverhawks. Cook with the catch.
Gain of 4 on the play. 2nd down and 6 for the Riverhawks.
See if they turn and hand it to Fiafia and run to their right again, because that has been wide open for them all night long. They've overloaded that side. Instead, they're going up top. Livingston nearly hauls it in, but he's thwarted by Carling, who did a good job of swiping through the ball and making sure it ended up on the turf. 3rd down for the Riverhawks. That was right in the hands of Livingston. Great throw by Dally, but a better play by the defender. You usually see Livingston come up with those. Defender Carling getting his hand in there and ripping through and knocking it out before Livingston can secure it. 5:03 to play in the first quarter. 3rd and 6. Easton Hammond, the left tackle, he's a Utah State commit. They've been running behind him with Fiafia. Now they send Fiafia wide. Here comes some pressure, screen called. One man to beat, and they can't do it. Oxborough steps in there, and they're going to give, boy, that's a great spot. They're going to give 7 yards on that screen. Oxborough saved a touchdown.
Brought down by number 0, Andrew Oxborough. Gain of 6 on the play. That results in the Riverhawk 1st down.
Oxborough needed to make that tackle. He was the only blue shirt
1st and 10
within 10, 15 yards, and there were blockers out there. That may have been a touchdown-saving tackle for Skyview. The Riverhawks get 4 more. Give it to Fiafia. Kick out with the block. And Fiafia picks up 7. Well, that's his shortest carry of the night. He's at 97 yards on 6 carries. 27, 11, 29.
Gain of 7 on the play. Brings up 2nd down and 3 for the Riverhawks.
9-14. And he's close to 100 yards in the first quarter. 5 wide again for Ridgeline. Dally, deep drop. Looking to the outside, nobody's there. Livingston cut inside. As Dally looks like he's throwing to a spot, and nobody was home.
Number 11, Graham Livingston, the intended receiver.
3rd and 4.
3rd down and 3 for the Riverhawks.
Let's check our math here again. And yeah, Fia is at 97 yards here in this first quarter, rushing on 3rd and 3. See if they give it to him. Or see if they put it in the air. Livingston into that bunch formation. Fia wasn't even in there. Underneath to the crosser to Livingston. Livingston's got the first down. Oxborough puts him down, but not until he picks up 7 yards and a first down. So Livingston now 2 catches, 14 yards. Ridgeline 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. And the clock continues to run, approaching 3 minutes to play in this first quarter. 6-0 Ridgeline. Both these teams undefeated in Region 11. Ridgeline's won 18 of their last 19 ball games. Daly across the middle, down the seams, quick hitter. Somebody pick up your socks. As Lishman put a move on.
22, Owen Leishman. Brought down by number 30, Brenton Erickson.
30 yards and 1st and goal for Ridgeline. Check that. 1st and 10.
First down.
Back at the 13-yard line. They can get a first down at the 3. Man, he was running right between the safeties. And Daly put it to him on a rope. Fia in there. Lishman and Jones switch sides. And they're going to follow Lishman and Jones. Fia with a blocker out in front, pushes forward near the first down.
On the carry. Brought down by number 8, Ollie Collins, and number 1, Cooper Karen.
Collins and Karen take him down 9 yards for Fia.
Gain of 10 on the play. That results.
Oh, they're going to give him 10 on the first down. First and goal.
From the Bobcat, 3-yard line.
106 yards on 7 carries for Fia in the first quarter. And there's still 1:45 to play in this first quarter. 6-0 Ridgeline. First and goal from the 3. Livingston in motion. Daly with a big hole. Heads for the end zone. He's on the blue turf. Touchdown.
Number 8. Daly on the keeper. That results in a Riverhawk touchdown.
Daly's first carry goes for 6 yards. There's 3 yards and 6 points. And a big crowd in Smithfield sitting on their hands now. Not a lot to cheer about here in this first quarter. Ridgeline's going to go for 2 after they had their PAT blocked after their first touchdown. I formation, turn and give it to Jones. He's going to walk into the end zone.
Number 40, Crew Jones,
1:34 to play
2-point
in the first quarter.
That brings your score.
Sun's going down in Cache Valley.
14.
Points are going up on the board for Ridgeline. 14-0 Riverhawks on the game of the week.
Again, this year's High School State Farm Insurance will continue the Bobcats program.
Are you thinking about upgrading your yard? Well, right now Custom Fence is offering free estimates, great pricing on vinyl, wood, chain link fences. Call today, lock in your spot. It's a good time to get those things done before snow starts to fly and the ground starts to get frozen. Custom Fence and Game of the Week sponsor. Shout out to our friends in Holly Pond, Alabama, Northern Alabama. Randy Burks and the crew down there
Perry's kick goes
following the Valley Channel.
First and 10 for the Bobcats starting from their own.
You got a guy down in Alabama that knows as much about Northern Utah football as anybody around. Go figure. Always enjoy talking to Randy, and he's got a podcast down there and talking about the high school ball out down there in the South. And trying to figure out what's going on in a fantastic part of this great country. You ever been down there in Mississippi, Alabama, Earl? Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful down there. Just don't go in the summer. It's really humid. That big beard of yours, you'd just keel over. Skyview trying not to keel over. They're down 14-0. They're trying to get something going. We're still in the first quarter. Stokes has 2 defenders in the backfield with him. He puts his head down and does well to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe loses a yard.
Brought down by number 10, Cooper Clark. Loss of 1 on the play. 2nd down and 11 for the Bobcats.
Sticks right short of the 20, so that's a loss of a yard. Now Stokes, he'll stay out there as the safety valve. That's where Clark's looking. Now Clark is looking in between
Clark's pass falls incomplete.
Karen and Stokes in no man's land. 3rd down.
Putting for number 1, Cooper Karen. Brings up 3rd down and 11 for the Bobcats.
Jack Clark started this game 4 of 5, and he's missed on his last 3. He was 4 for 5 for 50 yards. And now we got a flag. 59 seconds to play, and I think Ridgeline's offsides, and they are. Talking to our producer about being down in the south. You could sell duck calls. You do look like one of the Duck Dynasty. You're going to have to go a little further west and south to be one of those guys. So Holly Pond's a little bit further east and north. They're not in the bayou. 4-man rush as Clark bails out. Looking downfield, he's got his man Oxborough. Oxborough across midfield, 1st down, no flags.
Clark's pass is complete to number 3, Zach Oxborough. Brought down by number 10.
28 yards.
Clark. Yards gained on the play. That results in a Skyview.
And Skyview needed that one. Clark needed that one. Oxborough in motion. They flick it out to him on the little screen.
Clark's pass complete from Oxborough.
And a good series starter there, 6 yards.
Gain of 6 on the play. Brings up 2nd down and 4 for the Bobcats.
Ridgeline bringing 4, hand it off to Stokes. Stokes looking for the 1st down marker. He's going to be just shy, picks up 3.
Brought down by number 6, Landon Perkins. Gain of 3 on the
See
play.
if Skyview runs another play. We're under 10 seconds to play in the quarter. They wanted a flag. Ridgeline jumped, but they said they didn't jump enough, and that's the end of the first quarter. 14-0. Number 1 Ridgeline leading Skyview. Skyview trying to keep that 4-game win streak intact. And they're driving against the Riverhawks when we come back on the Game of the Week.
At this time, fans, we'd like to thank Chick-fil-A for their support and sponsorship of the Skyview Booster Club and the other high schools in the Valley. Tonight, Chick-fil-A will be...
Well, as we get ready to start halftime, you know what comes after the second quarter? Do you know what comes after the second quarter? Halftime. And if you're hungry during halftime, you should swing by Wendy's of Logan, home of the 4 for $4 and late night deals. Wendy's is fast, fresh, and just minutes away. Check out their app, put in your order before you even leave, drive up to the window, tell them what your app number is. They hand you your stuff. You're back home with some awesome Wendy's food just in time for the second half. Mountain Crest leading Deseret Peak 21-0. Poor Deseret Peak. Stansbury and Tooele 7-7. Deseret Peak brand new school, and they're just getting lit up. Brand new school in a tough region. 3rd and 1. Give it to Stokes.
Stokes on the carry.
And he's built like a cement fire plug. He gets himself 2 yards and a 1st down. 6 carries, 5 yards for Stokes.
That results in a Skyview. 1st and 10 for the Bobcats from the Riverhawk, 37-yard line.
Stokes in motion. Clark firing underneath, has his man. Pickup of 7 as he finds Karen.
Clark's pass is complete to number 1, Cooper Karen. Brought down by number 0, Hunter Knighton for the Riverhawks. Gain of 7 on the play. 2nd down and 3 for the Bobcats.
Clark 7 of 11, 91 yards. The second quarter just underway here in Smithfield. 14-0 Ridgeline. Fake it to Stokes, throw it out to Carlson, taps it to himself, picking up big yardage inside the 20.
Clark's pass was complete to number 88.
11 yards to Carlson.
Pushed out of bounds by number 23, Colton Clark.
Good concentration by Carlson. He made chicken salad.
Large gain
on that
play.
one.
That results in a Skyview.
Here comes some pressure. Clark lofts it out there for Oxborough. Bobcats on the board.
Clark's pass is complete to number 3, Jack Oxborough. That results in a Skyview touchdown.
19 yards to Oxborough and the touchdown.
On the attempt to PAT, number 88.
For Clark, he's at 121 yards passing on the game. Oxborough 4 catches for 74 as he puts the Bobcats on the board. The Carlson PAT is high and true. And the Bobcats cut the Ridgeline lead in half, 14-7. 10:41 to play in the first half on the Game of the Week. We've all got a lot going on in our lives. Everybody moving around us fast, talking, telling, hearing. Are we hearing though? Don't miss a moment of the action. Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology is offering screenings to help you see where you're at and what you can do if you're not sure that you're hearing as well as you could be. If you're maybe missing out on some of the great things in life, Dr. Paul Danes and Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology can take care of you. Call Dr. Danes and Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology. Schedule your screening today. Well, the good news for Skyview is that they're on the board. The bad news, they have to give the ball back to Ridgeline. Kick goes down to the 3. And it's returned. I believe that was Crosby.
On the return,
all the way out to the 38. Is that Crosby West, number 26, I believe, who returned that.
38-yard line.
Full house in Smithfield tonight. I don't know if there's quite as many people here as there was last week when they played Green Canyon. Of course, Green Canyon, the rival school right down the road. But these are the two schools that have ruled this region for the last 4 or 5 years. And there have been some epic ball games between the Riverhawks and the Bobcats. Daly fakes the give. He's got a man underneath. Instead, he throws it to that mid-level, and I think he was trying to throw it away. It was just about picked off. 2nd down.
Pass ball is incomplete. Number 1, Cooper Perrin on the defense for the Bobcats.
It's only the 7th time Daly's thrown it tonight. He's completed 5 of those 7. "55 yards through the air for Daly. They've been able to really run the ball well, so they haven't been throwing it much. This time it looks like it's going to be a throwing series, though. Daly a lot of time. Now it breaks down as he's being chased by a couple of Bobcats. Underneath, looking for his man. Incomplete. Knighton diving for it. And it skipped before it got to him. Michael Stewart for Skyview having a chat with the white hat. I don't know if he felt like he maybe got held. He's one of those defensive linemen for Skyview. We talked about their front 7 before the ball game. Marchant, Reed, Palmer, to name a few. But Ridgeline scored on their first 2 possessions. This time they're in a little bit of trouble. 3rd and 10. Livingston, the bottom of your screen. Keep an eye on him. Daly, flushed out. Throws on the run. Too high for Crew Jones. So the Bobcats, after scoring, are going to force a 3 and out and get the ball back.
Jones, intended receiver, brings up 4th down and 10 for the Riverhawks. On the punt for the Riverhawks, number 26, Josh West.
Ridgeline 3 straight passes on that possession after coming out, really running the ball the first 2 possessions. Now they're going to fake it. A lot of room, 1 tackle to beat, and that's going to be good for a first down, I believe. It's all about the spot. He's going to be right at the sticks.
West on the fake.
Gutsy call in your own side of the field, but Ridgeline's confident in what they do on both sides of the ball. Boy, is the nose, is the ball nose up on the line, or is it the tail on the line? That's what's going to determine this. I think it's short. That ball is right down in front of us. We're a long way away from it, but from here it looks like it might be a little short. Going to bring the chains out. This is the first time we've seen a measurement this season. If he got that, he got it by the nose of the ball. And if he didn't, he missed it by a deck of cards. Let's see. Skyview all around it, so now I can't see the ball. We'll know by their reaction. He's short. Skyview football. So it's a 9-yard rush. One man to beat, and that one man barely made the tackle. Trying to find out with some of the coaches here who made that tackle. Oxborough goes in motion as Skyview's offense back on the field. Hand to Stokes. Stokes with a good drive starter as he picks up 5.
Stokes on the carry, brought down to number 3, Nathan Richards. Getting 5 on the play.
Richards on the tackle for Ridgeline. Clark Stokes behind him. Throws it out to Oxborough.
Zach Oxborough. Brought down by number 2, Braxton Perry. Gain of 6 on the play. That results in a Skyview.
Oh, that's a first down. Oxborough's up to 80 yards receiving and a touchdown on just 4. Check that, 5 catches.
From the Riverhawk, 37-yard line.
Clark 127 yards and a touchdown through the air. He's a 62% passer. He's 10 of 13 tonight. 9 minutes to play in the first half. 14-7. Ridgeline. Ridgeline bringing some heat off the edges. Give to Stokes. He rushes it down to the 35-yard line, a pickup of 2.
Brought down by number 3, Nathan Richards.
Richards again in on the tackle. Richards at left defensive end, number 3. Quick hitter to Oxborough. Good job of blocking on that screen. Boy, those linemen got out there in a hurry. Gain of 5, 3rd and short.
Brought down by number 40, Drew Jones of the Riverhawks. Brings up 3rd down and 3 for the Bobcats.
4 of 5 on 3rd down for the Bobcats. This one's 3rd and a full 3 yards. Ridgeline bringing 6. Clark gets rid of it and it sails on him. His feet weren't right. He had that pressure coming and he hit that back foot and the footwork wasn't right and it sailed on him. So now it's 4th down. They tried a 50-yard field goal earlier and it looks like they're going to try a 47-yarder here. It was a 45-yarder that beat Mountain Crest
on for the field goal attempt, number 88,
a couple of weeks ago.
Jace Carlson holding number 22.
Again, this is in Carlson's range. And Skyview wants a timeout. On 4th and 3 with 7:55 to play in the first half. Skyview trails by a touchdown. It looked like they were going to line up for a field goal. We'll see if they change their mind during the timeout. Everybody thinks about fall as harvest season, but it's also planting season as well for certain things. Anderson Seed and Garden has everything you need, from bulbs to lawn care supplies, plus expert advice on how to help your garden thrive. Take care of your lawn in the fall, can help you have a much healthier lawn next spring as well. Ask Anderson Seed and Garden for advice. Ridgeline comes into this game 6-0, winners of 18 of their last 19. They lost in the semis last year. They'd love to have that one back in a game that it shocked me watching them all season last year. I didn't think anybody was going to slow them down. But Spanish Fork did. Number 9 in all classes. And now Ridgeline wants a timeout.
Timeout taken on the field by the Riverhawks.
So Ridgeline number 1 in 4A, number 9 in the entire state through all classes. We talked about Travis Cox. He's in year 6. He's 58 and 11. Yep, 58 and 11 since 2020. This year he's 6-0. Last year 12 and 1. In 23 he was 10 and 3. His quote-unquote worst year was 22 when he was 8 and 5. Coming off a 13 and 0 season in which they won the state title. In 2020 they were 9 and 2. That's a 10 and 2 average every season. 10 wins, 2 losses on average. Ridgeline's defense gave up 14 points against Morgan, the 3A number 1, in game 1. And that means they've given up 13 points in the combined 5 games since. Now they've given up 7 tonight. Skyview's going to go for it. Clark with a little out pattern down to the 25-yard line. He got 6, and he needed 3.
Press out of bounds number 2, Braxton Perry. Gain of 7 on the play. That results in a Skyview. First and 10 from the Riverhawks.
Mr. Oxborough with that catch. It's Zach Oxborough's world. We're just paying rent. Skyview, the new set of downs. Looking for Oxborough. Clark puts it in no man's land. 2nd down.
Touch pass falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down and 10 for the Bobcats.
Second and 10. Fake it to Stokes. Hit the in-cutting route. Make somebody miss. Get plowed under after a gain of 11 for Cooper Karen.
Brought down by number 10, Cooper Clark, and number 56, Jonathan.
It's one way to avoid that nasty pass rush. 27 sacks in 6 games for Ridgeline. Clark got rid of that one in a hurry on that quick in route.
13-yard line.
7 on the line. 4 of them are coming into the end zone. Ball's caught. Touchdown. We're a kick away from a tie ball game. Ballard from 13 yards out. For the tie, Carlson's kick is up and good. On 4th and 3, the Bobcats had the field goal unit out there. They decided to roll the dice. They came up with the lucky 7 after that PAT. And we're tied at 14 with 6:56 to play in the first half on the game of the week. Freshly baked bread, homemade soups, and cookies you can't resist. Old Grist Mill's been serving up comfort food in Cache Valley for years. They are the Game of the Week sponsor. The sun's down now. We got a little breeze out here on the top of the press box. And it's starting to feel like soup season. And every season is sandwich season. And I don't know a better place to get it than the Old Grist Mill, a Game of the Week sponsor. New ball game in Smithfield as Carlson kicks it off. This one's going to make it to the end zone. And Ridgeline brings the offense out. Let's see if they get back to running the football. That's what got them a 14-0 lead, and then they started putting the ball in the air a little bit. And didn't have success with it on that last series, and Skyview's been able to come back and tie it up. Daly's got Fia behind him, handing the football. Look out. Fia. All the way out to the 35-yard line. And a big boy run. 121 yards and 8 carries. That's his first carry of this second quarter. There's 6:35 to play in this first half. We're tied at 14 in Smithfield. Skyview trying to take down number 1 Ridgeline. Ridgeline has not been tested this year. Mountain Crest gave him a little bit of a test. But Ridgeline was able to pull away in that ball game. It was a gain of 6.
Fia on the carry. Brought down by number 0, Andrew Oxborough. Gain of 6 on the play. 2nd down and 4 for the Riverhawks.
Yeah, this drive, it looks like Ridgeline said, okay, fine. We can do this the easy way with guys running around catching balls, or we can do it this hard way, running into you. Fake to Fia, quick hit, over the middle. Big stick by Oxborough. And finally going down is Knighton. There's a flag out on the field, I believe. Knighton picks up 9, and there is a flag at the 47-yard line. Let's see what the call is. Somebody downfield. Is there a lineman downfield or a defensive hold? A lineman downfield. That's one thing we have not seen tonight. Penalties. That's 5 yards. Ridgeline with only their 2nd penalty of the half. Skyview with only 1. And every time I say that, it turns into a laundromat. .335 look for Skyview's defense, and now a timeout on the field. Ridgeline wants to talk about it. 2nd and 9 for Ridgeline. When we come back, we're tied at 14, 5:27 to play in the half on the Game of the Week. Looking at other scores of note, Logan kicked off early tonight. They're at Union. They lead Union 17-3. Mountain Crest was playing host to Deseret Peak. Well, let's see. They may be out at Deseret Peak. Yeah, they are out at Deseret Peak. And they're winning that ball game 35-0 in the second quarter. 7-7. Stansbury and Tooele all tied up. Don't have a Bear River Green Canyon score.
Second down and 9 for the Riverhawks.
Second and 9 for Ridgeline. Quick hit out to Livingston. Gets a good block. Livingston on his horse out near the marker. He needed 9. That's what he got.
Livingston. Brought down by number 13, Stetson Summers.
Livingston with only his third catch in this half.
First down.
3 for 23 for Livingston. Livingston, 744 yards. 18 yards per catch, 8 touchdowns on this season. One of the tops in 4A. He's coming off a little bit of an injury. Give it to Fiafia. Fiafia cuts it back inside. Pursued by that Skyview defense. They gang tackle him after a gain of 4. But he still has 131 yards on 10 carries. He started the game with runs of 27, 11, 29, 9, and 14.
Gain of 4 on the play. Second down and 6 for the Riverhawks.
We're going to look at that math at halftime. Make sure we didn't carry too many ones. But right now, unofficially, he's at 131 yards on 10 carries. And a touchdown. Daly with a touchdown rushing as well. Both touchdowns on the ground by Ridgeline. Daly gives it to Fiafia. Fiafia's got a blocker out in front and a head of steam. He didn't get tackled so much as he got caught.
Fiafia on the carry, brought down by number 30.
13.
Bratton Erickson.
I mean, Erickson didn't really tackle him. He caught him. And he caught a mouthful of green helmet.
First down.
I was a defensive back 100 years ago, and
First and 10.
I tackled a few big running backs that way, but they just tripped over me after they smashed me into the ground. So, you know, tackle's a tackle. Give it to Fiafia again. Fiafia behind the blocker again, breaks into the clear. He's down to the 21-yard line.
Fiafia on the carry. Tripped up by number 34, Brett Carling.
16 yards for Fiafia.
Getting 15 on the play. That results in the Riverhawk. First down.
The happiest guy in this stadium right now is probably offensive line coach Dave Caressa for Ridgeline. This is Dave Caressa football. Long-time offensive line coach. Plenty of rings for Coach Caressa. And they're in a run formation again. This time it's going to be Daly that keeps it. Daly's got linemen downfield blocking for him. Guys in white looking for somebody to hit. 12 yards for Daly. Out on the last possession, Ridgeline came out after running the ball so well, and they threw it 3 straight times, 3 straight incompletions. On this possession, they've thrown it once.
First and 10.
And that was 9 yards for Livingston. The rest have been runs. And now it's first and 10. Just inside the 12. 2:45 to play in the half. We're tied at 14. Handed off. Shoestring tackle on Crosby West. But he still gains 4 yards.
Ryan Bates. Finished off by number 8, Ollie Collins.
Well, that's Josh West. I've got a
Getting 4 on the play.
Josh West. I have another
and 6 for the Riverhawks.
roster that says Crosby West, but Josh West is what we got. Pardon me, and apologies. Livingston in motion. Dowley's going to keep it. He's got a pulling guard leading the way into the end zone for an easy touchdown.
That results in Riverhawk touchdown.
From 7 yards out. $80 yards. 5-yard penalty in there as well. So it really ends up being an 85-yard drive. 76 of it came on the ground. And Ridgeline's going to go for 2.
Riverhawks are going for 2.
With 1:58 to play here in this first half. Tight splits, 0 splits for that offensive line, and an I formation. Handed off to Jones. He plows his way in. Another successful 2-point conversion as Ridgeline putting on their big boy pants and playing man football. 22-14, Ridgeline back out front with 1:58 to play in the first half on the game of the week. Well, if you look at the RPI for 4A, Ridgeline's number 1 in the RPI, Skyview number 7, Mountain Crest is 12, Green Canyon 14, Bear River 16. Logan in 3A is number 11. The 1 through 8 get a bye in the playoffs. You know, we're 3-4 weeks away from the playoffs, so it's time to start looking at that. First 3 rounds, the higher seeded team plays at home. 8 through 16 in that first round play at home because 1 through 7 has a bye. They run the end around, and there's some blocking out front for Ballard. Ballard across the 35 to about the 36, 37-yard line. They're going to give him the 38. So good field position for Jack Clark and the Bobcats after they tied it up. They find themselves now once again trailing, this time by 8, 22-14. They came back from a 14-0 deficit to tie it at 14. Now they're just going to try to keep up with Ridgeline. Both offenses found their rhythm. Clark throws it inside and has it nearly picked off. He was inside his receiver. And Joseph Campbell had 2 hands on it. And the receiver, Karen, ended up sticking his hands in there and knocking it away.
Campbell for the Riverhawks on the defense. Brings up 2nd down and 10 for the Bobcats.
The Bobcats, you got to be careful here. You're 144. Ridgeline's only got 1 timeout left, but you don't want to use no time here and then have to give the ball back to Ridgeline. Skyview may call a timeout. They're going to call a timeout.
Timeout taken on the field.
Skyview looking at a 2nd and 10 on their own 43 with 1:44 to play in the first half. They trail 22-14. Big 2nd down coming up when we come back. Boy, we talked about all the numbers these 2 teams put up. For Skyview, Jack Clark's number 3 in passing touchdowns in 4A, number 2 in passing yards. Zach Oxborough, number 6 in receiving touchdowns, number 4 in receiving yards. Reed is number 6 in 4A in sacks. Carlson's number 2 in kicking points. Dowley, number 4 in rushing touchdowns, number 2 in passing touchdowns, number 5 in passing yards per game. Livingston, number 4 in receiving touchdowns, and number 1 in receiving yards. Richards, Jones, and Clark are 2, 3, and 4 in sacks. Whew, there's some players out here tonight. To the sidelines. The catch by Oxborough. Pickup of 9, 3rd and 1.
Forced out of bounds by number 10, Cooper Clark. Gain of 9 on the play, 3rd down and 1 for the Bobcats.
100 yards on 8 catches for Oxborough.
32, Xander Stokes.
Stokes
On the carry.
on 3rd and 1 with nothing. It's 4th down.
Brings up 4th down and 1.
And now Ridgeline wants a timeout. 1:18 to play in the half. And again, it's 4th and 1. They save some time to the Riverhawks. They make a stop here. You've got the ball in Skyview territory. Skyview gets the ball to start the second half, and of course you love to have that end of half drive where you can put some points up and then get it again to start the second half. It's like you're stealing a possession there. But what's more important right now for Skyview is 3 feet, 1 yard, 36 inches. Skyview sends out their punt team. They think twice. Ridgeline faked one. We saw a fake from Skyview a couple weeks ago. Will they do it here? They're going to look at it. Instead, they're going to kick it away. Ridgeline was ready. Ballard kicks it away, takes a hop to the right and a hop to the left. Did the hokey pokey, then it sat itself down at the 28-yard line. 1:08 to play in the half. The Riverhawks of Ridgeline leading by 8, and they have the ball back. And they have plenty of time to work with. 1:08. But Ridgeline is out of timeouts. They're 72 yards away from pay dirt. But however long Graham Livingston runs the 40 is how long it takes him to score. And Skyview is playing with their safety crept up. Quick hitter to the outside, Livingston. Picks up about 4, steps out of bounds. And only took 3 seconds off the clock. Daly in the backfield by himself against a 3-man rush. Plenty of time. Now he unloads over the middle. Hand right into the hands of Cook.
Daly's pass is complete to number 13, Brady Cook.
39 yards.
Brought down by number 30, Bratton Erickson.
And Ridgeline's in business again.
First down.
Man, Daly couldn't have run out there and handed it to Cook any better than that throw. They want to put, they're looking for some time. Let's see what they're going to put on that clock. I can't tell what he's trying to say. 57 seconds. It was down to 51, so it's 57 on the clock, and it starts at the whistle. Ball at the Skyview 32. Skyview bringing some heat. Wide open, busted coverage, walking into the end zone. Touchdown, Ridgeline. That looked like Knighton. 32 yards and a 2-score lead. And that's about the worst possible outcome you can get for Skyview, right? They couldn't run the clock down. Not only could they not get a scoring drive going, they couldn't run the clock down enough to avoid a scoring drive. The Riverhawks going to go for 2 again, try to go up by 16. Same play. They run the last 3 times on the 2-point conversion. They just bulldoze into the end zone with Crew Jones. 30-14. We were tied at 14 apiece midway through the second quarter. And now with 44 seconds left in the second quarter, it's 30-14. Ridgeline on top on the game of the week. This Ridgeline defense now, leading by 16 points, they're going to be able to really start teeing off on Jack Clark. They had 7 sacks last week against Deseret Pete. And when you get a couple of score lead like that, you can really start coming after the other quarterback. Skyview elected to punt it away on 4th and short on their end of the field. They just basically played it safe, which you really can't fault them for doing that. But it didn't matter. A couple of long pass plays, one of them on a busted coverage. Knighton was wide open. And now Ridgeline up by 16. 44.9 on the clock. See if Skyview airs it out or tries to just get into the half. Clark breaks out of the pocket. He's going to keep it. Clark heads for the sideline, scampers out of bounds after a gain of about 7.
Clark on the scramble.
He got sacked once for -7, so he picks up that sack yardage back. He's at 0 yards. Skyview with 12 yards rushing in this first half. 171 through the air, but only 12 on the ground. Stokes motions out. 5-man rush. Quick one to the edge. Out of bounds goes Oxborough.
Number 3, Zach Oxborough.
He picks up 5. He's over 100 yards receiving in the first half.
It is Skyview.
That was pass number 21 for Clark. 16 of 21. He's going up top. His receiver broke off the pattern. Karen broke that underneath toward the sideline. Clark threw the go ball. 2nd down. Big day in college football tomorrow. Utah State out in Nashville, Tennessee at Vanderbilt. Of course, the Aggies off to that 3-1 start. A lot of excitement coming back into the Valley about that program. Clark looking back toward Oxborough, was a little bit behind him. He's running, bending it in, and that was thrown to his outside shoulder. Now it's 3rd and 10 and 25.9 on the clock.
Clark's pass falls incomplete. Number 3, Zach Oxborough, the intended receiver, brings up 3rd down and 10.
Skyview's got 1 timeout left. And you got to get a 1st down. And you don't want to have to give the ball back to Ridgeline with any time at all. 3rd and 10. 4 of 6 on 3rd downs. Clark, this one's sailing on him a little. Catch made. Gain of 8.
Clark's pass is complete. Number 1.
By Karen.
Getting 8 on the play. Brings up 4th down and 2.
It's 4th and 2. Skyview, they stopped the clock as the receiver went out of bounds. So Skyview's going to kick it away on 4th and 2.
On the punt for the Bobcats, number 81, Peyton Palmer. Back deep.
Peyton Palmer, 81, on the punt. Block was on. Palmer kicks it away. Takes a good Skyview bounce, and if you're Skyview, you're going to let that thing roll as long as possible. Let as much time go off the clock as possible. 7.4 before they finally blow it dead.
Palmer's kick is down at the 21-yard line.
And don't be surprised if Ridgeline comes out and uncorks a long one. Travis Cox is nothing if not aggressive. Livingston, his offensive coordinator, is plenty aggressive as well, so they're of one mind there. It looks like, let's see, they've got Fia in the backfield. They may They may take a knee, but I'll believe it when I see it. No timeout, 7.4 seconds on the clock, ball at the 21-yard line. And Daly will indeed take a knee. An eventful first half in Smithfield. It was a tie game midway through the second quarter, and then Ridgeline erupted for 2 scores and 2 two-point conversions. And they lead 30-14 as we head to the locker room on the game of the week.
Let's hear it one more time for your Skyview marching band.
Back at Skyview High School in Smithfield. Eric Olson along with you on the game of the week on the Valley Channel. Ridgeline at Skyview, and we're at halftime, and Ridgeline leads Skyview 30-14 on a gorgeous late September evening. It came up through the canyon, Logan Canyon tonight on the way here. The colors are at full peak in the canyons. You better get out and see them in the next week or so, because it's worth it. I went down to southern Utah earlier this week, and even the canyons down there are just unreal this time of year. We live in a beautiful, beautiful area. Fun first half, Ridgeline leading 30-14. 337 total yards for Ridgeline in the first half. 139 through the air, 198 yards on the ground. I went through and used my calculator to make sure I didn't add those up wrong, and that's what it was. 198 yards on the ground, 160 of that on the legs of David Fiafia on 12 carries. Skyview with 196 yards in the first half, 184 through the air, only 12 on the ground. We get ready to start the second half here in Smithfield, 30-14. Ridgeline leading Skyview on the game of the week. Eric Olson along with you as we kick off this second half. Skyview needs to get something going. They tied the game up at 14, and then it was all Ridgeline the last few minutes of that first half. And Ridgeline doing it with pound and ground, almost 200 yards rushing by Ridgeline in that first half. We did the opener. This is only the second time we've seen Ridgeline this season. We did the opener against Morgan, the defending 3A champion, and that was a close game at the half. Ridgeline looked a little out of sorts, and they had a little bit of discussion with their up front guys at halftime, and they came out and just bulldozed Morgan in that second half on their way to a big win. And that's what they did here. They kind of came out running. Then they started passing a little and kind of ground to a halt. And then they came back out and put the ball on the ground. They put it in the air late because they were short on time. But everything clicking at the end of that half for Ridgeline. Little swing goes incomplete.
First pass ball to complete. Number 11, Lincoln Ballard, the intended receiver.
Ballard would have been lit up the minute he touched it if he had caught it. 17 of 25 for Jack Clark, 184 yards, 2 touchdowns. Oxborough 105 yards and a touchdown on 9 catches. Karen 3 for 22 and a touchdown, or Karen 3 for 26. Ballard 3 for 22 and a touchdown. Stokes only 12 yards rushing. Kick it out to Karen on the edge, picks up a couple of blocks, gets hauled down after a gain of about 7. Third and short. 4 of 7 on third down for Skyview.
Getting a 7-run play brings up 3rd down and 3 for the Bobcats.
Skyview cannot afford to go 3 and out here to start this second half. Because once Ridgeline has their foot on your throat, they're not going to take it off. Nice grab out there by Karen. He's still running into Ridgeline territory. 20 yards and a first down.
Gain of 17 on play. That brings up a Skyview. 1st and 10 for the Bobcats from the Riverhawk. 46-yard line.
Stokes comes out in motion again. He'll be the safety valve to this near side. Clark hit as he throws. His arm was in motion, but man, was he walloped. It might have been Crew Jones. Turned the corner in a hurry
for the Bobcats.
And put it to Jack Clark. Lucky that it wasn't a fumble. His arm was in motion. Oxborough goes in motion. 2nd and 10. Fake the give, throw out to Oxborough. They've got the screen on. Oxborough drags a defender for a 1-yard gain. Third and 9.
To number 3, Zach Oxborough. Held down by number 17, Joseph Campbell. Gaining 1 on the play.
Campbell, a good job tackling there. Sure tackling. Skyview's just kind of had to abandon the run. And they're in 3rd and 9 here, and they're not going to run it here. He may be in 4-down territory. We'll see. One of the receivers looked like he may have left early. No flag. And then another receiver, the intended receiver, looked like he got grabbed coming across the middle. Both teams, I think, got away with one, and it's 4th down. Who's on to punt? It's Ballard. Ballard's been the punter when they've run fakes.
Number 11, Lincoln Ballard. Back deep.
Ridgeline's seen that on tape, but the last time they didn't give him a chance. This time he's just going to kick it away at the last second. And it's fielded inside the 15-yard line by Cook.
At the 13-yard line, 1st and 10.
Ridgeline takes over at the 13, leading by 16, 30-14. Logan got the win tonight, 31-10 at Union, so they're 2-0 in region play. Green Canyon at the half leads Bear River 14-0. Stansbury leading 20-19 over Tooele at the half. And Mountain Crest leading 63-0 over Deseret Peak at the half. Cook goes in motion. Dalley's going to throw a little swing out to Fiafia. He fights the football and drops it. Fiafia's been impressive tonight, 160 yards on the ground. That was his first target in the passing game. He had 106 yards on the ground in the first quarter, including a touchdown. 76 yards on the first possession for Fiafia. .9:43 to play in the third, 30-14. Ridgeline. Dalley unloads. Quick hitter and quickly hit out there on the edge. Livingston picks up 4.
Brought down by number 34, Brett Harling, and number 25, Ryan Bates. Gives a 4 on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 6.
A little bit of a breeze blowing up here at the top of the booth, and you look at the flag in the north end zone, it's waving a little bit, but not enough to bother a thrown football. Probably not even enough to bother a kick, maybe a long one. 3 wide to the near side. Fiafia in the backfield to help protect. Cook down the sideline, this one thrown short of him on 3rd and 7. So both teams unsuccessful on their initial possessions of the second half. And Ridgeline appears like they may be punting. It's West.
On the punt for the Riverhawks, number 26, Josh West.
Stands back at his 3-yard line. Ridgeline short a player. Here comes somebody. West gets the kick away cleanly. And Skyview players getting away as it kicks back to the 40-yard line. Great field position for the Bobcats for their second possession of this second half. They'll start at the Ridgeline 40-yard line. They trail 30-14. Again, if you're just joining us here in this second half, this game was tied at 14. Ridgeline jumped out to a 14-0 lead. Skyview scored on back-to-back possessions. tied it up 14, and then Ridgeline, that was midway through that second quarter, late in that second quarter, and then Ridgeline scored twice and capped off both touchdowns with 2-point conversions to go ahead 30-14. 8:50 to play in this third quarter. And Jack Clark takes the field again. No high safety. The Ridgeline's got everybody up. And they bring most of them. Carlson, they threw it inside Carlson. The outside shoulder might have been better, but I think they're going to get 15 yards because Clark had to pick himself up off the turf, and there was a flag right on top of where he was laying. If he puts that ball to the outside, it's probably a catch, but he puts it inside because he had to hurry. Roughing the passer on Ridgeline. Ridgeline's third penalty.
15-yard penalty. That will result
3 penalties, 30 yards for Ridgeline. Skyview just won that one, a 5-yarder in the first quarter. The guys in the stripes been letting them play, which everybody always likes. It's a hard job being an official. They get a lot of scrutiny, a lot of it unfairly. You should probably appreciate what they do. Fake to Stokes, throw the in pattern. Faking people right out of their shorts.
Pass is complete to number 1, Cooper Karen.
Is Karen.
Number 0, Hunter Knighton.
13 yards and a first down.
Again, an 18 on the play. That results in the Skyview. First and goal from the Riverhawks 7-yard line.
Well, first and goal for the Bobcats on the 7. It's a nice move by Karen. Throw it on the quick slant right across the middle. Ballard, touchdown, Bobcats. .232 yards now for Jack Clark. 21 of 31, 3 touchdowns. So he's up to 20 touchdown passes on the season. And Skyview, if they want to keep up, they're going to have to go for 2, and they're going to have to hurry it up. Far hash, Skyview going for 2. Oxborough to the far side, 3 receivers in a bunch to this near side. Stokes in the backfield with Clark. Looking for Stokes underneath. Can they keep him out of the end zone? He surges forward. Does not cross the goal line. He looked like he was in the end zone, but we are a long way away from it. The official looking right down the end line, both of them, top and bottom. Came in and said he was short. 30-20, Skyview cuts into the lead. And now they'll kick off when we come back on the Game of the Week. The Old Grist Mill is proud to support Cache Valley High School sports from the field to the bakery. They believe in giving back to the community. One way of doing it is supporting high school sports, being a game sponsor on the Game of the Week. Boy, the crowd down below us is hot. The sideline is hot. One of the coaches is talking to Xander Stokes and say, "Were you in the end zone?" You can see him, what he's saying, and Stokes like, "Yeah." They must have said his knee was down first because it looked like his second effort got him into the end zone. So they must have said his knee touched down.
Number 28.
Carlson's going to put this one into the end zone.
Carlson's kick goes into the end zone. Touchback. First and 10 for the Riverhawks starting from their own 20-yard line.
We got one of the Bobcats down here on the sideline. He does not have his shoulder pads on. Let's see if we can find out who that was, who they're missing maybe, if it was on offense or defense. He was talking to the defensive players as they went out onto the field, so I'll have to see if we can find out who it was. Here's the give to Fia. Finds a little bit of an alley, picks up 5.
Number 30, Noah Fia. On the carry, brought down by number 56, Steely Palmer.
They credit Palmer with the tackle.
Play, 2nd down and 5 for the Riverhawks.
Second and 5, and Daly sends Knighton in motion. Daly uncorks one right down the sideline on the quick swing out to Fia. 13 yards.
Number 30, Noah Fia. Push out of bounds by number 34, Brett Carley. Gain of 12 on the play. That results in a Riverhawk first down.
4 more for Ridgeline. Daly steps up in the pocket. Now he's going to keep it. Slips out of one tackle. Picks up the first down. He's thrown down, but not until after he picks up 15 yards.
Brought down by number 1, Cooper Carey.
4 carries, 37 yards, and a couple of touchdowns for Daly.
Gain of 17 on the play. That results in a Riverhawk first down.
Clock drops under 7 minutes to play in the third. 30-20, Ridgeline. Keeping the pressure on. This offense averaging 48 points per game. Skyview may be bringing somebody off the edge. They are. Daly uncorks. Looking for his man Livingston. He can't haul it in, and there's a flag.
Daly's pass falls incomplete. 2 flags on the play.
There's 2 flags. There's one on this near side. They threw it as the ball was snapped, and another down there where Daly was, or excuse me, where Livingston was. Livingston couldn't come up with a catch. Now, are they going to call a PI? And let's see what these flags are as they're talking about them still. Personal foul. They're both on Skyview. Pass interference and a personal foul. So Skyview with only their second penalty of the evening. And that's a big one, 15.
Chop block against the Bobcats. That penalty is declined. Second one is pass interference.
Collins is acting like they called that. They gave a chop block signal or a going like a illegal. When you've got one guy up and another guy goes into his legs, blanket on what we call that right now, but he was acting like maybe they called on him and he was confused about why. Doesn't matter now. There's another down. Daly going up top, looking for 6. Ball's there. Ball's popped around. Touchdown. Livingston bobbled it, caught it while he was laying on the ground. One official came in and said touchdown. It's 32 yards. There's a flag back at the 35. The official, the back judge, came running in and said he'd caught it for touchdown. He was laying on the ground when he caught that. If he caught that laying on the ground, laying on his stomach, not on his back, reached out with his hands and got him under it apparently. But it may be coming back. Holding on the offense.
Holding against the Riverhawks.
So Ridgeline with the penalty. And now it's 1st and 20. Fake the give to Fia. Daly's going to keep it. Daly makes the move to the sideline. Takes a hit. Steps out of bounds. Picks up 6.
Second down and 15 for the Riverhawks.
That's 2nd and long for Ridgeline. So big penalties on back-to-back plays. One on each team. Kind of bog things down here on this drive. Ridgeline is 2nd and 15. 5:50 to play in the 3rd and a 30-20 lead. Turn and give it to Fia. Fia waits. Big hole. House call.
Number 30, Noah Fia on the carry. That results in
36 yards and a touchdown. ...201 yards and 2 touchdowns now for Fia on the ground. And Ridgeline, they've gone for 2 out of this formation every time, and every time they've punched it in, they're going to do it again. 38-20, Ridgeline answers the Skyview touchdown to increase their lead out to 18. It's now a 3-score lead for Ridgeline. 5:31 to play in the 3rd on the game of the week. Anderson Seed and Gardens, proud to support high school sports in Cache Valley, just like your favorite teams. They're rooted in tradition and growing strong. It's Anderson Seed and Garden. There are not a lot of holes in this Ridgeline Riverhawks team. They get a couple of possessions ahead, and then they just start strangling you. They're like a big old boa constrictor.
Ballard on the return. Undercut by number 2, Braxton Perry.
Return by Ballard out to the 28.
10 for the Bobcats.
And Skyview just has to keep trying to answer. Now down by 18. Jack Clark runs his offense out there. He's having a pretty good night. 232 yards and 3 touchdowns. This one goes high and incomplete.
Clutch pass falls incomplete. The intended receiver, number 17, Nixon Bone. Brings up 2nd down and 10 for the Bobcats.
22 of 32 for Clark. They have not attempted to run the football here in the second half, and down by 3 scores. You just don't know that you're going to see it much, and right on cue, Xander Stokes gets a carry for a yard.
Brought down by number 6, Landon Perkins. Gain of 1 on the play, 3rd down and 9 for the Bobcats.
Third and 9. Clark underneath, misses his man. Clark was sped up on that one.
Number 11.
He was sped up. He didn't throw it. I mean, it's almost like he tried to aim it, right? It just didn't look good at all. And he missed his receiver. 3 and out for the Bobcats.
Back deep for the Riverhawks, number 13, Brady Cook.
And the Riverhawks smelling blood here in Smithfield. 4th and 9. Kick fielded at the 34 by Cook.
At the 34-yard line. 1st and 10 for the
Ridgeline takes over there with an 18-point lead. Still 4:45 to play here in this third quarter. Ridgeline mixing it up a little bit. In a passing and running game. They've been able to run the ball at will. Fiafia's over 200 yards rushing. Dally across the middle. Has his man. It's Livingston, and here's going to be a late hit. Every flag in the house comes out. 13 yards plus 15 more.
Dally's pass is complete to number 11, Graham Livingston. Multiple flags on the play.
Livingston 6 for 44. Remember, he's coming off a game where he didn't play, and they're going to say they hit him in the head. He went high. I mean, when every official in the northern end of the county throws the flag,
Targeting.
you know it's out there for everybody to see. Skyview's third penalty of the night, and that one a 15-yarder. Ridgeline doesn't need any help. Turn and hand it off. And West picking up a couple.
On the carry. Brought down by number 15, Stetson Summers. Gain of 2 on the play. 2nd down and 8 for the Riverhawks.
West stays in the backfield with Dally. They're going to hand it to him. He's going to push his way forward for about 4.
Brought down by number 25, Ryan Bates. And number 72, Keegan Mountcastle.
This might be something that maybe Ridgeline has this year that they didn't last year. They were a quick strike offense, big play offense last year, and they really got they could run and throw, but I think they're a better running team this year. They're a team that can play in nasty weather if the pass game isn't going, and it's at front 5. They are something. Timeout on the field, 38-20. Ridgeline leading and looking for more with 3:13 to play in the third quarter on the Game of the Week. When it comes to hearing health, trust the expertise of Dr. Paul Daines at Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology. He's got years of experience. He helps patients reconnect with the sounds of life. It's Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology. Dr. Paul Daines, Game of the Week sponsor. They're going to follow Jones in the lead block. We've got a flag that comes in late. Looks like maybe they're going to get a hold.
Hold on the carry. Back on number 25, Ryan Bates. Flag on the play.
see the football, so I'm not sure if he had enough for the first down. It doesn't matter because it's a holding on Ridgeline. What did I say not too long ago about how there just hasn't been many flags in this game? Every time I say it. I need to start saying things like, you know, I haven't won the lottery this month yet. You know, all my hair hasn't grown back yet. If it's gonna, it doesn't work like that, does it? Dang it. Jones is split wide to this side, 3 to the far side. West in the backfield. Daly fires a strike across the middle. Graham Livingston reaches back to get it, and he picks up first down yardage.
Daly's pass is complete to number 11, Graham
He picks up 14,
Brought down by number 3, Zach
and he needed
Osborough.
13. He had to go behind him to get that one.
First down.
Seven catches, 58 yards for Livingston.
27-yard line.
Daly up to 183 now. 14, 19, 183 yards and a touchdown. He's rushed for 2 touchdowns. Fiafia's rushed for 2 touchdowns. Daly guns one across the middle, big hit. But the receiver holds on. It's Knighton. He picks up 8.
Pass is complete to number 0, Hunter Knighton. Brought down by 5, Ryan Bates. Again, an 8 on the play. Second down and 2 for Hawks.
Daly creeping up on 200 yards passing. Knighton 3 catches, 47 yards. As the third quarter clock ticks down toward a minute to play. Daly looking for the corner. He overthrows everybody. He was looking for Livingston.
Daly's pass falls incomplete. Intended receiver number 11, Graham Livingston. Brings up third down and 2 for the Riverhawks.
Third and 2. Ridgeline hasn't had many third downs tonight. Unofficially, this is their 4th third down. Third and 2, hand to West, bounces off the outside to the right, down near the 5-yard line. It's going to be goal to go. 14 yards. Fia is on the sideline, 14 carries, 201 yards. Don't know if he's out just to give him a rest on this possession or if he's nicked up, because it's been West this whole possession. But it's a big lead for Ridgeline, 38-20. It's about to get bigger if Skyview defensively can't bow their necks. 30 seconds to play in the third quarter. Livingston in motion. Daly looking underneath the Livingston, goes to the back of the end zone instead to Knighton. 5 yards, touchdown. And the route is on in Smithfield.
Riverhawks left to go for 2.
16 of 22, 196 yards and 2 touchdowns for Daly. Knighton 4 catches, 52 yards and a touchdown. They've run the same formation, the same all night on their 2-point conversions, and why not? Give it to Jones, and he bowls his way in again. I mean, barely touched.
Jones on the carry.
46-20. Ridgeline opening up a can here in Skyview. At Wendy's of Logan, fresh never goes out of style. From square burgers to frosty treats, Wendy's serves up favorites the whole family loves. Do you dip your fries in Frosties? No, I don't. Because I think you're a lunatic if you do. But I'm surrounded by lunatics, clearly, because a lot of people do. Apparently it's delicious. Wendy's, a Game of the Week sponsor. A rolling kick fielded down around the 10-yard line and returned out near the 35.
Ballard on the return, brought down by number 19.
By Ballard.
First and 10 to the Bobcats.
Skyview
33-yard line.
Takes over with 17 seconds to play in this third quarter, trailing now by 26. This was a tie ball game at one point, 14. They've been outscored 32-6 since the middle of that second quarter. Clark stands in, uncorking one. Flag coming? No, it does not. Karen had to kind of stop for that one. He was running the out and the up, and then Karen had to kind of come back for it. The defender was right there. They kind of ran into each other.
Second down and 10.
No harm, no foul. Second down and 10 for the Bobcats. 34th pass of the night for Clark. We've still got a quarter to play. Fake it to Stokes. Clark waiting for his man to clear, and then throws it behind him. He double clutched on it, right? He hitched on that when he's trying to throw that slant. I don't know if he had a linebacker in his way or he's waiting for that receiver to clear, and he kind of double clutched and he ended up throwing it behind him. Third and 10. Skyview coming in on a 4-game win streak, playing as well as anybody in 4A, and now seeing why Ridgeline is number one. And he just misses Hawkesboro. Hawkesboro accelerated past both defenders. If he's able to haul that in, he might score, but it was just off his fingertips. And the Bobcats will have to punt. They took 14 seconds off the clock as they go 3 and out. Your playbook gets pretty thin when you're down by 26 points. You got to put it in the air. You know the defense is coming at you, just like they came at that punt. High, short kick. Takes a good bounce for Skyview. Gets inside the 30-yard line.
Palmer's kick is down at
close to a 40-yard punt after it didn't look like it was going to get anywhere near that. And that's the end of the third quarter. We head to the fourth quarter. Ridgeline leads 46-20 on the Game of the Week. Custom Fence is proud to support high school athletics and athletes across Cache Valley. They believe in building strong fences and even stronger communities at Custom Fence, the Game of the Week sponsor. See if we can get any updates at Mountain Crest. Deseret Peak score hasn't updated yet. That's still 63-0 is what's showing. That was the halftime score. Stansbury leads Tooele 27-19 in Region 11 play. Green Canyon was leading Bear 14-0 at the half. Big game going on down south. Crimson Cliffs leads Snow Canyon 28-14. Dixie 10-7 over Desert Hills at halftime. All those scores, halftime scores. haven't updated any of those. Daly, across the middle, knocked away at the last minute. They were going to hit Knighton in stride, and he was going to run all the way down to the local McDonald's. Get himself something to eat and be back in time for the PAT, but Stetson Summers knocked it away. Daly's 16 of 23, 196 yards and a couple of touchdowns. So he's been a little more quiet than you might think sometimes, but that's because the running game has been on point. Daly, plenty of time. Now he's flushed out of the pocket. Got a man wide open. It's Knighton. He has to wait for it. And he's going to race to the end zone. Touchdown, Riverhawks. 71 yards.
Daly's pass is complete to number 0, Hunter Knighton. That results in a Riverhawk touchdown.
Now Knighton up to 123 yards receiving. That's 2 that he's caught tonight where the coverage has been totally busted.
One for the PAT for the Riverhawks, number 26.
Daly's last 2 completions have gone for 76 total yards and 2 touchdowns. And now Ridgeline just going to kick it. 53, pardon me, to 20. Ridgeline cruising at Skyview. KSM Music is a Game of the Week sponsor. They've been serving Cache Valley musicians for years with the best in instruments, gear, and repairs. Whatever your sound, you'll find it at KSM Music in Logan. KSM Music, Game of the Week sponsor. This one's not going to make it to the end zone. Ballard's going to pick it up right at the goal line, and he's not going to make it back to the 15. I know I've said this a couple of times, but I got to say it again. This game was tied at 14, midway through the second quarter. Since then, Ridgeline has outscored Skyview 39-6.
First and 10 for the Bobcats, starting from their own 12-yard line. And Ridgeline, they're at Stansbury, have Green Canyon at home and Bear River at home to close out the regular season. Clark swings it out, breaking a couple of tackles. Clark's pass is complete to number 3, Zach Oxborough.
Oxborough picks up
Brought
about
down by number 6, Landon Perkins.
5.
Get a 5 on the play. Second down and 5 for the Bobcats.
Oxborough having himself a pretty good night. 11 catches, 111 yards, and a touchdown. Skyview wants a timeout. Talk about this next play. They trail 53-20 with 10:52 to play on the Game of the Week. Well, we talked about Ridgeline's remaining schedule at Stansbury, Green Canyon at home, Bear River at home, and in the playoffs they'll have a bye, I'm pretty sure, that first week there. I don't see them falling out of that number 1 spot, at least not this week. Let's take a look at Skyview's upcoming schedule. They're at Deseret Peak. Boy, that's a get-right game for everybody this year. Then they have Stansbury here, then they're at Tooele, so their schedule eases up quite a bit, even though Stansbury's a
they're a handful. Tooele and Deseret Peak have struggled a little bit this year. Then the playoff start, Skyview will probably have a bye in that first round as well.
After the timeout, 2nd down and 5 for the Bobcats.
And we're back on the field, 2nd and 5. Oxborough with another grab, picking up another 10 yards.
Clark's pass is complete to number 3, Zach Oxborough. Forced out of bounds by number 10, Cooper Clark, and number 4, Jefferson Woodland. Gain of 7 on the play. That brings up a Skyview.
Looking out there, and Ridgeline has most of their regulars out there. Maybe not all of them. Skyview, of course, still has theirs out there. Throw again to Oxborough. He tries to cut back inside and hits the deck after a gain of 8.
Clark's pass is complete to number 3, Zach Oxborough. Getting 8 on the play, 2nd down and 2.
129 yards on 13 catches for Oxborough. Clark's 3 for 3 on this drive. Now hand it off, try to keep the defense a little bit honest on 2nd and short, no gain.
Starts on the carry.
The running game has not been there at all tonight for Skyview. They've only run the football twice in this second half. I mean, they've been playing from behind, so they've had to put the ball in the air. That's only the second rush of this second half. Stokes 11 carries, 13 yards. 3rd down. 5 of 11 for Skyview on 3rd down. Clark looking downfield for Carlson. The back judge reached for his flag and then changed his mind.
Receiver number 88, Jace Carlson.
And Skyview doesn't complain as it falls incomplete. There's a little bit of contact out there. Not enough for the flag. That was pass number 40 for Jack Clark.
On the punt for the Bobcats, number 81, Peyton Palmer. Back deep, number 13, Brady Cook.
Palmer, the sophomore, set to kick it away to Cook, who's standing at his own 35-yard line. They've been coming after that kick. Palmer's been getting it away. Oh, that's a great roll. That's going to roll inside the 15. Barely inside the 15, and that's where it's going to stop.
At the 15-yard line.
And that's where Ridgeline takes over, and they lead 53-20. Still trying to find out who the injured Bobcat is. Walking around down there on the sideline. Here's the give. Popping outside. Look out, look out, look out. Good night. Last one out. Turn off the lights. '85 yards.
Number 28, Hudson Perry on the carry for the Riverhawks. That results in a Riverhawk touchdown.
That was Perry for 85 and the score. And I'm going to have to start adding up rushing yardage here. It might be over 400.
On to the PAT, number 26, Hudson Perry, holding number 9, Drew Cox.
PAT's up and good. 59 points on the board in Smithfield. Ridgeline putting the Bobcats to bed. 60-29 after that PAT. Well, the rest of our schedule, the game of the week. Next week, week off, no Valley teams playing in the Valley, so we won't be broadcasting any games here next week. On October 10th, we return. Green Canyon at Ridgeline. We'll see the Riverhawks again at home. They could very well be 9-0 heading into that game, or 8-0 heading into that game. Mountain Crest at Green Canyon will be our final regular season game. And then the playoffs the week after that. Keep an eye on our Facebook page, our X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it, account. We'll let you know there which games we're going to do in the playoffs. Let's see, we're about 2 years away from year 40, aren't you, of broadcasting high school football. That 1987 state championship game between Skyview and Mountain Crest, I believe, was the TheValleyChannel's first sports broadcast. We're 2 years away from 40 years. Clark in the middle, off the hands of Ballard, incomplete. I was part of that broadcast. I was standing on the sideline. I was on the Mountain Crest football team at the time, so I was there then. I'll maybe be around for 40 years. We'll see if we can get it. We'll see if we can get Earl to 40 years. I don't know how much more fun he's going to have with anybody else on Friday night besides hanging out with me. Quick hit underneath. On hop. Out near the 50. 29 yards. Nixon Bohm.
A gain of 30 on the play. That results in a Skyview. Bowman's brought down by number 23, Colton Clark.
Clark approaching 300 yards passing. Uncorks this one. Oh, that's a great catch. I think he kept his foot in bounds, and that's what the official says. 24 yards for Karen.
Number 1, Cooper Karen. Gain of 24 on the play. That results in another Skyview.
Clark goes over 300 yards with that one, 3:08. Going for the end zone for Karen, and it's too far. Karen's got 5 for 63. It's a 40-point ball game, 60-20. The Bobcats trying to put the most points of the season. They already have scored the most points against Ridgeline. They've scored more points against Ridgeline than anybody else has, and they're still down by 40. Stokes out wide to the right. Clark's got a lot of running room if he wants it. He does. He slides down near the first down marker.
Clark on the scramble.
Pickup of 9 and 3rd and short.
Gains 8 on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 2 for the Bobcats.
Quickly to the line. Clark hits his man down to the 10-yard line. Gain of 6.
Brought down by number 2, Braxton Perry, number 6, Landon Perkins. Gain of 5 on the play. That brings up another Skyview.
Bobcats 1st and goal. A moving clock here in Smithfield. A running clock. Once it gets over 35 in the second half, Karen has it go a little bit behind him. It's incomplete, 2nd and goal.
Lincoln Bell, the intended receiver, brings up 2nd down and goal.
Six of 8 in the 4th quarter for Clark. $87 yards. Now a little jump pass that's nearly picked off.
Clark's pass falls incomplete. in for number 11, Lincoln Ballard. Brings up 3rd down and goal from the 9-yard line.
3rd and goal from 9 yards away. When Mountain Crest beat Deseret Peak 77-0. That's 11 touchdowns. Clark rolling to his right, looking for somebody, back across his body into the end zone. Touchdown. From 9 yards out.
First pass is complete to number 88, Jace Carlson.
Carlson with his second catch of the night.
Touchdown. After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct against the Riverhawks. That will be assessed on
4 touchdowns, 323 yards, 28 of 45 for Clark. So big numbers. But his team trails 60-26 with a PAT pending. Ridgeline in their last 3 games has scored 71, 70, and 60. Skyview is not a pushover. Skyview's front 7 is a good group of ball players. They are a good defensive group.
On for the PAT,
and
that's number 88.
Ridgeline's puts 60 points on them.
Number 22.
That's without any turnovers or anything. Neither one of these teams has turned the ball over. Carlson just caught the touchdown, and this kick goes a little awry, but there's a flag on the field, so let's stay here and see what that's about. See if Ridgeline was offsides or used leverage or something. Let's see. And if they move you up to the 1.5, do you now go for 2? Doesn't really matter at this point. You're 3.5 minutes left, and you're down 60-26, but I guess it matters into what you're working on. You're keeping these kids engaged. Personal foul on Ridgeline.
Personal foul against the Riverhawks.
Well, they're going to put the ball at the 1.5 yard line. The kick by Carlson was strange. I don't know if somebody got a hand on it or what, because that's not the kind of kick you usually see out of him. So they'll line it up again. Now they're going to fake it to Carlson. Carlson cuts inside. Probably should have kept running for the edge.
2-point conversion.
So the trickeration does not fool Ridgeline. Skyview puts his touchdown on the board, but they still trail 60-26 on the game of the week. Wendy's of Logan's been a longtime supporter of Cache Valley High School sports. Are proud to fuel athletes and fans with fresh hot meals all season long. That's Wendy's of Logan. Stop by, get something yummy from Wendy's. Well, Eric Alder in his second year here at Skyview, 12-7 his record coming into this game. He'll go to 12-8 unless the unthinkable happens in the next 3 minutes and 30 seconds. It started off slow with a couple of losses.
On the kick for the Bobcats, number 88, Jace Carlson.
And then they won 4 in a row, and they just ran into a buzzsaw tonight. Carlson gets to kick this one from the 45. I mean, he can hit the end zone from his own 30, let alone the opponent's 45. And he puts this one into the back of the end zone. And And Ridgeline will take over. Be interested to see who Ridgeline trots out there. Is Daly still going to be their quarterback? Are they going to go Cox? Green Canyon beat Bear River 35-0. They go to Crew Cox. So Crew Cox, 12 of 21 on the season, 57%, 141 yards, and a touchdown. Number 9. He's a junior. Well, it doesn't matter who they put in there. Ridgeline is ripping off runs. That was 7 yards right there.
Number 26, Hudson Perry on the carry. Brought down by number 13, Stetson Summers. Gain of 7 on the play. 2nd down and 3 for the Riverhawks.
371 yards rushing for Ridgeline. Almost 400 yards rushing for Ridgeline. 267 through the air. I think that's Perry.
Perry on the carry.
Again, he's going to pick up 4. Perry had the 85-yard touchdown run. He's got 96 yards on 3 carries. And now the count is on to 400. The only thing that might stop him is running out of time. We come down to 2 minutes left in the ball game. Ball at the 31. And we're under 2 minutes to play. A high snap. Handed off to Perry. He picks up 4 more. Now Perry's at 4 carries, 100 yards. So 2 100-yard rushers. Perry 4 carries, 100 yards. Fia 14 for 201. Of course, Perry's first touch of the night was an 85-yard run off the left side, down the sideline for 6. A little bit of a high snap again, handed to Perry. This time he's tripped up after a gain of only a yard.
Brought down by 81, Peyton Palmer.
Now the clock's going to go down under a minute.
Gain of 2 on the play. Rings up. 3rd down and 4 for the Riverhawks.
647 yards of total offense for Ridgeline unofficially. Now Cox might take a knee. 380 yards rushing. And they're going to let this clock run down as far as possible before they snap it. And now the back judge counts. They're going to take a knee.
Cox takes a knee.
.642 yards of offense for Ridgeline tonight. 60 points on the board. Skyview with 323 through the air and 4 touchdowns for Jack Clark, but it wasn't enough as Ridgeline stays undefeated and undoubtedly will be #1 again next week. Next week there'll be no game of the week on the Valley Channel. Join us in 2 weeks as we see the Riverhawks in action again as they host Green Canyon. Thanks for joining us on the Valley Channel. We hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you next time on the Game of the Week.